hair fall. Ugh, it's something so many of us worry about, right? And trying to figure out why it's happening and what to do, it can be a lot. Well, today we're going to cut through all that confusion. We'll break it down into a simple, clear guide so you know exactly how to understand it and, more importantly, how to manage it. So let's jump right in. So let me ask you something, and be honest. Have you been noticing a little extra hair in your brush lately? Or maybe in the shower drain? If you're nodding along right now, I want you to listen closely to this next part. You are so not alone. Seriously, this is a super common problem that people everywhere are dealing with. So before we go any further, just take a deep breath. We're not going to panic. We're going to approach this with a plan, with some real understanding. Okay, so with any problem, you got to get to the root of it, right? Pun intended. So let's dig in and figure out the real causes of hair fall. We're going to split this into two big buckets, stuff happening inside your body and stuff happening on the outside. First up, let's talk about what's going on inside. Sometimes it's as simple as not getting enough of the right stuff, like your body might be low on iron or protein or certain vitamins. Other times, it's about your hormones getting a little out of whack, which can happen because of thyroid issues or even just stress. And speaking of stress, yeah, that's a huge one. And of course, sometimes it's just in our genes. Then there are the external factors. This is all about your daily habits and lifestyle. Think about it. A diet that's full of junk food, maybe a hair care routine that's a little too harsh, even things you might not think about, like dandruff or other scalp problems, can all contribute to weakening your hair. Okay, I know hearing all those causes can sound a little scary, but here's the really good news, and I want you to hear this. For a lot of this stuff, the solution is literally in your hands. You have the power to make a change. So, enough about the problem. Let's talk about the plan. We're going to build our game plan on 5 key pillars for healthy hair. It's simple. Number 1, the right food. 2, oil massage. 3, natural packs. 4, proper care. And 5, cutting down on stress. See? It's a whole body approach that really covers all the bases. And where do we start? With the absolute foundation. I'm talking about what you eat. It all starts with your food. You can't build a strong house on a weak foundation, and you can't grow strong hair without the right fuel. So nutrition is step 1. And look at this. We're not talking about anything fancy or hard to find. We're talking about getting enough protein from things like eggs, fish, or milk, loading up on vitamins and minerals from leafy greens and fruits. You've got your lentils, your chickpeas, your almonds, all amazing. And the easiest one of all, just drink plenty of water. Simple, right? All right, so we're feeding our hair from the inside. Now, let's move on to pillar number 2 and show some love to the outside. We're talking about nourishing your scalp directly. And again, look how simple this is. Grab some coconut oil or olive oil. You probably have some in your kitchen right now. Just 2 or 3 times a week. Take a little bit and just gently massage it into your scalp. That's it. It's all about being gentle and boosting that blood flow up there. Okay, for our third pillar, we're going old school. We're tapping into the power of nature, You don't always need some expensive, complicated product. Sometimes the best answers have been around forever. Here are 3 amazing, all-natural ideas for you. First, aloe vera gel. So soothing for your scalp, just apply it a couple times a week. Then there's onion juice. Now, I know, it sounds a little weird, and yeah, it has a smell, but it is packed with sulfur that your hair loves. And a great little trick, soak some fenugreek seeds in water and use that water as a rinse before you shampoo. It's fantastic for strength and shine. Pillar number 4. This one is so important because it's about your everyday routine. It's the little things we do every day that can either help or, hurt our hair, and you might be doing some things that are causing damage without even knowing it. So let's shine a light on that and get it sorting. So here's the deal. Think gentle. Always be gentle with your hair. A simple do is to use a mild shampoo, and you really only need to wash it 2 or 3 times a week. Now for the don'ts, and these are big ones. Number 1, please don't comb your hair when it's soaking wet. That's when it's weakest. And number 2, try to ease up on the super hot hair dryers and straighteners. And here we are, our 5th and final pillar. This one is all about the mind-body connection. We already talked about how stress can be a major cause of hair fall, right? So it just makes sense that managing that stress is a huge part of the solution. And look, this doesn't have to be some big, complicated thing. Are you getting enough sleep? That's step 1. Can you squeeze in a little light exercise, maybe just a walk around the block? That works wonders. Even just taking a few minutes a day for yourself to meditate,
to pray, whatever helps you calm your mind, can make a real difference.
Okay, so we've gone through these 5 pillars, and they are incredibly powerful for most people. But, and this is really important, we also need to know when it's time to call in a professional. There are definitely times when home remedies aren't enough, and you need to see a doctor.
So please, take a good look at this. If your hair fall is sudden and just a lot more than usual, that's a red flag. If you're starting to see visible bald patches on your scalp, that's another red flag. And if the hair fall is happening at the same time you're feeling weak or sick in other ways, don't wait. It's time to make an appointment with your doctor. So, when it all comes down to it, what I really want you to take away from all this is a feeling of hope and control. Now that you understand the why and you have these 5 simple, actionable pillars, you can do this. You can take back control. The power to care for your hair is truly in your hands. So I'll just leave you with this one last question. You have all this information now. So what's one simple thing you can start doing today? Just pick one, because even one small change is a huge step toward having healthier, happier hair.